Guys, back in today with more My Hero Academia, this time with Season 2 of Vigilantes. Should be another good episode today. Last week was a pretty fun episode with us seeing a bit more of a Razorhead's high school life with Shirakumo and President Mike. Although at that point he just Mike, I guess. Got a bit of, what's her name, Midnight, which was revealing, we'll say. But yeah, this episode looked a bit more kind of deep in regards to like the psyche and stuff, from what I remember from the preview. Oh man, everybody used to have that bag. Those two, yeah, that thing on it. As I said last week, I think it would be easy to kind of turn into a villain if you were Azal, wouldn't it? Everything about you screams villain. Your ability, the way you are, how people treat you. Big fan of shortbread myself as well. It's been a long time since I've had any though, to be honest. It's one of those foods where you can't just eat like a couple, you've got to eat a whole pack. Like half a pack. Bloody Prince, isn't it? Noble Hero Highness Purple. Noble Hero Highness Purple. What a name. What about it? It's called him Prince. I don't know what his quirk is. So I can't say I've really listened to much Prince, to be honest with you. I know he was quite a massive artist. But yeah, I said this before in a couple of videos. At my high school, there was a massive phase. I spoke about that bag earlier. There was a phase of like bags like that. Everybody had that. It's like same one, seemingly. But there was a massive phase of satchels. The first and like second year of high school, like satchels were everywhere. I had one. Everybody had a satchel, and then they just went out of fashion. Then just nobody had one for the rest of my high school time. I think Gola, I think it was the big brand that everybody had. Ah, this again. How old? How old do you think we are? Pretty sure 10-year-olds, maybe even younger, can tell you what flashback is. Oh yeah, this guy's right out of Dragon Ball, which I've never seen, but he looks a lot like a character right out of that show. Oh, there she is. Why are you even wearing that coat? From Shirakumo. What even? What even is that on her boobs? Like some kind of packet? Good job, police. Not that you could do a lot, but just get out of the way. Okay. Sure, they probably got told to do that. If you can't handle it, I mean, police must feel pretty useless in this universe as is, but yeah. I don't know, if I was a police officer, I'd be pretty annoyed to be told to get out of the way of someone committing a crime, but they probably are told that. Do you know what this guy reminds me of? I know it's not Prince, but he reminds me of Michael Jackson in the I think it's an NES, but in like the '80s Michael Jackson game, which is a 2D side scroller platformer where he's just doing all the moves, backwards walking, like it's so funky. It's actually a decent game as well. But every now and then you'll see like a meme or something of that game. Michael Jackson's like sprite. Every W. So what are those? They're like packets. I'm not sure what's in there. Boobs probably. I don't know. If her boobs come out. Oh, thanks. Why you gotta say it like that? You're like a dead fish. Oh, come on. Yeah, to be honest, I get it. These guys, yeah, these guys are fucking night and day, aren't they? Could these could these two characters be any different? I feel like with Isaiah, you really do. Why are his nipples glowing? Okay. What I was gonna say is for that. Um, he needs to plan well ahead. I think he needs to be one step ahead. As he said a minute ago, he always seems to like be on the receiving end of the quirk. They always get like the first move and kind of sets him back a bit. He needs to plant himself in a position where he doesn't let the person with the quirk use it initially, which is easier said than done. But maybe he would have actually been better at like a detective agency or something. Although then again, detective agencies follow things that have already happened, so maybe that wouldn't have been too useful either. Jesus, a lot of cat. That's cute though. We can't stop scrolling. Lot of naked Shirakumo. A lot of naked Shirakumo after these episodes. I don't know, it does feel a bit weird seeing so many, so much nakedness from characters still in school, but whatever. Get him a razor. Oh shit. He's still wearing those same goggles today. Wow. I didn't even notice. This guy's smoking 3 cigarettes at once. It's actually quite skillful. He's able to just keep smoking those in a fight. So yeah, what can you do with this Shirakumo? We see you flying about a lot. I'll just let the breakers fall a little bit. The man in the clouds. But yeah, he's still wearing those goggles today. That shows his love for Shirakumo. Loud Cloud. Fitting name, actually. Pretty fitting. This is going to sound so weird, but Shirakumo reminds me of the sun in Spyro 3, I think it is. There's like a mini game where like there's a smiling sun, and it kind of reminds me of that. Sounds so weird, I know. There they are. The next term. Yeah, not much from you, Mike. Oh, you got a new pair. And I was gonna say, this guy almost. I haven't played this game. I went to emulate it a while back, but I never got round to it. He looks a little bit like a character out of The World Ends With You, I think it's called, for the DS. So a lot of glasses propaganda in today's episode. Like to see it. I do wear glasses myself, but not very often, just because they're for long vision, and I don't really often need them unless I'm going to like the cinema or something. I like that girl's outfit on the left there. That's pretty cool. Little twinkle in her eye, detective looking. I'm not in the mood to be in a bad mood with this arsehole. He stuns them and he blows them up. Not a bad combo. These are the spammers. Which always used to be me during like any fighting game. I didn't even to this day I don't really like fighting games too much. I don't know. It feels like a lot to remember, like hundreds of specific moves just for a game that probably gets outdated in a couple of years to a new version. I like games like Devil May Cry and currently got Bayonetta, but I still need to play that actually. But yeah, stuff like that I'm okay at. I'd say they're more so like a hack and slash kind of nature. There's a few moves to remember, but nothing like majorly complicated. Also, those ink pot things. Old school style of smoke as well. They smoke this guy. Broke those glasses as well. Step on those things. That's what he would do. He broke him himself. He helped. I wonder what happens to this guy. Just got the guy blowing at you from behind. Oh, they are a good combo, aren't they? I really think blowing that whistle was kind of useless, bro. Oh, goggles used to be like the cliche for a main character back in the day, didn't it? And I say that I can only really think of like Digimon, but they're such like a classic. Pretty much every Digimon protagonist had the pair. So he wasn't in the files. I wouldn't. Well, you never know. Never know. Your old mentor could have been in the island files, Mister Razorhead. Question might be now who wasn't. That's not a bad thing though, is it? Because you're so good when you are part of a team. It's kind of like being a healer or like a support player. Like you're not too much on your own. It's hard to deal with. You can accomplish some things, but you really stand out when you're part of a team. Yes, I'm there. Yeah, she ends up being a teacher. Somehow. Somehow we employed this woman as a teacher. Not saying that, like, I mean, she's smart enough and such to be a teacher, don't get me wrong, but her kind of disposition of nakedness, it's a bit of a questionable hire, don't know. Mm. And then he turned into Kurogiri. I don't really remember too much. It's been a while, but did we actually see the process of Shirakumo turning into Kurogiri? I do remember from the main series, I felt like there was definitely more to cover from that we never really got to. But maybe that was just me being forgetful. I don't know. Even saying that, I do remember wanting more. So I'm glad we got more of the backstory here today. But yeah, really good episode. Really fun. Again, I like these kind of like fleshing out of the main series episodes. I've got to say, like the main kind of premise of the kind of current stuff that Koichi and such are dealing with is not as interesting this season as it was last season. So these episodes are very much appreciated. I've had the last couple of weeks. Just feels a bit more weightless than in season one. I guess because in season one we had that kind of father-daughter aspect, and it was like introductory where we got to meet everybody, and yeah. 1 week later. It's still gonna be okay. That's good to know. I was kind of worried. I say worried. It would have been a shame if that was like the end of the Eraserhead stuff because it was really good. Is that Giga Tamakia? Oh shit. Oh, they're the glasses. Whose glasses are they though? I think we all know. Well, I say that. I imagine they might kind of put a spin on it. Oh, that is not Giga and Tamakia, no. Similar size, I guess. Big old fucking frog, bro. And yeah. Shirakumo nowhere to be seen. Big old frog, tiny little arms up. you need to hit the gym, bro. So yeah, what do you do as Isaiah against this? Against giant frog, not really much your quirk can do, to be honest, is there? Maybe like stop projectiles or something if this thing can spit them out. But yeah, I'm glad that we're still going to be continuing this next week. 3 episodes at least of flashback with Razorhead. Really appreciated. Which isn't like maybe that's why the kind of main premise of this season. I say the main premise. This almost feels like this is like shifted over to be the main premise now. This flashback, but like the main gist of like O'Clock's kind of student, and that kind of feels like it's hit the back seat these last few weeks, but it never really felt kind of grandiose. Again, it never really felt even close to the season one kind of drug dealing. It's very similar with the whole drug stuff. First of all, like it feels almost a little bit recycled. but again, it almost feels like it's not really much of a priority. So the episodes before these flashbacks weren't like amazing. I feel like the first episode was really fun. A couple of new characters were really fun that they introduced, but yeah, that kind of side of things really took on a back seat, and I don't mind that because again, I much prefer what we've got these last few episodes compared to the rest of the season. To be honest with you, some really great stuff here with Shirakumo and Isaiah kind of teaming up. His name is Isaiah, right? Eraserhead. I just stick to call him Eraserhead. Easily memorable. But yeah, next episode looks a lot darker. Of course, you can always tell by the sky in the My Hero Academia series. But yeah, looking forward to it. These last few weeks have been quite fun. Let me know what you guys thought about this one though in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll catch you guys next week with episode 8, I believe.